It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, and that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
And what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Out wide left, it's Horton. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Here's Reed to throw. Look out! Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Second and long here. Drops back, it's Reed. Unloads it downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job there. They're forcing a passing third and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Delayed give. It's Blaylock. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Running inside. It's Blaylock. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Making the adjustment on the play. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Just had to get rid of it.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Delayed handoff. It's Blaylock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Out wide right, it's Harris. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run.
They want to run this quarterback. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Snap it to the back. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, Take your time. Drain the clock. No hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Throwing Reed. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Reed unloads to the right. It's caught. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. On the delay, it's Owens.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. With the draw, it's Blaylock. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their 1st sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he just kept running. coming in. He ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Reed escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. He wants to take the top off. Leaping grab for a big gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Absolute shame. Missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 12 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Fighting Irish with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. That pushes them to 11-0. Next game's going to give them the chance to finish the regular season undefeated. Here now some other games you may have interest in and opinions about the state of things right now.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
A strike downfield.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's Mateer. Caught. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners are marching down the field. Right side, it's Harris. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
second down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Blaylock. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another player.
Trying to rumble in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to...
Got it down the field. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Play action with Reed. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great play.
Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown pass.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Cross the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the draw, it's Blaylock. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Right back to the well. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds his target. Breaks into the open. Attack. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers play all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Texas A&M going quickly. Trying to run, it's Owens. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Throwing Reed. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Sooners line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Reed throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw one first. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. And that one ought to help us build the drama down the stretch. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Drops back on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
After that incompletion, you really got to think about this if you're the offensive coordinator. Now, you're already in field goal position. You're already in a spot where you can kick a field goal and just win this game. So with the play calling, you want to think about running the ball, bleeding the clock, using timeouts. If you are going to throw it, they've got to be high percentage throws. You cannot take sacks. You absolutely cannot turn the ball over.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. to throw. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Reed. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in on the right. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.